International news and information. This is BBC World.
It's Friday, June 12th. Good evening. I'm your anchor for tonight's news, Noor Razlin, and you're watching BBC World News. Today, we will be reviewing the world stock market during the period May 27 till May 31st. First, we are going to look at the stock market for the local company. Let us hear it from Shuhada and Alia, who has prepared in the report about one of the stock in Petronas Gas Berhad.
Thank you, Razlin, from the studio. I'm Shuhada, currently at Petronas. Petronas Gas Berhad is one of the largest companies on local bourse. In terms of the market capitalization, PGB headquarters is at the Petronas Twin Towers, Kuala Lumpur, which incorporated in 1983. There are 9 regional offices in Peninsular Malaysia and 2 in East Malaysia. They started entering the Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad on 4 September 1995 and have been listed on the main market. PGB was initially the wholly owned subsidiary of Petronas. They are accelerating their ambitious transformation efforts to improve their performance to the next level. Now, the company becomes one of Malaysia's leader gas infrastructure and utilities company with core business in gas processing and utilities, and gas transmission and regasification, since the vision of the company is a gas infrastructure and utilities company. From offshore fields, the company processes Petronas natural gas pipe, then processed gas transported via Peninsular Gas Utilisation pipeline network to Petronas customers in Malaysia and Singapore. Besides that, PGB also supplies steam and industrial gases for its customer at Kerteh Integrated Petrochemical Complex in Terengganu and Gebeng Industrial Area in Pahang. The principal activities of the company involve gas processing, gas transportation, utilities and regasification. Gas processing have combined capacity to process over 2,000 million standard cubic feet per day of feed gas for Petronas. Then, gas transportation manage the gas transmission pipelines, while utilities provide a competitive edge to the petrochemical plants and surrounding industries. Regasification operates and maintains their offshore to carry on the business of collection and distribution of gas. Each of the activities receive fee based on capacity underwritten from the 20-year gas processing agreement, gas transportation agreement, and regasification services agreement, and interim terminal usage agreement with Petronas. Back to Razlin at studio. Thank you.
Thank you, Razlin, from the studio. Then I will continue with a brief explanation about the percentage change on the price value of Petronas gas near Berhad. Starting from 27 May until 31st May, Petronas Gas Berhad shows that the quoted price of buying price is decreased from 16 ringgit 52 sen to 16 ringgit and 30 sen on Monday and Tuesday respectively. But eventually, the buying price started to rise up to 16 ringgit and 50 sen on Wednesday, and while it is increasing higher, up to 17 ringgit and 22 sen on Thursday and 17 ringgit and 64 on Friday. As for the selling price, the percent shows that it is always higher than the buying price, which increased at most 6% on Monday at 16 ringgit and 58 sen, while the price have a slight decrease on Tuesday at 16 ringgit and 32 sen, but increase on Wednesday at 16 ringgit and 52 sen. Then, the price is continuously increasing up to 17 ringgit and 24 sen and 17 ringgit 65 cents on Thursday and Friday respectively. The percent shows that the selling price is at most higher the buying price for Petronas Gas Berhad, while the closing price shows a slight decrease of 1.35% on Monday to Tuesday from 16 ringgit and 55 cents to 16 ringgit and 33 cents, but eventually increased by 3.001% to 16 ringgit and 82 cents on the Wednesday. Then it continuously increased by 4.37% to Thursday at 17 ringgit and 55 cent and 0.598% on the Friday at 17 ringgit and 66 cents. This shows that the percent change is increasing up until Tuesday but slightly decreased by Friday. As for the year-to-date percent change and the closing value for the start of the year, Petronas Gas Berhad displayed a decreasing value for the closing price compared to the end of the year 2018 at a price of 18 ringgit and 97 cent. The comparison of the closing price on 2018 and 19 shows that the prices are decreased by 12.745% and 13.909% on 27 May and 28 May respectively. But however, the percentage change is starting to increase to 11.343% on 29 May and continuously rise by 7.468% at 30th May and 6.915% at 31st May. That's all, and back to Razlin at the studio.
Now, we are going to look at the stock market for the foreign company. Let us hear it from Aidina and Irdina, who has prepared the report for 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad.
From the studio, I'm Aidina, currently at 7-Eleven live at Jonker Walk, Malacca. I'm going to introduce about 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven Incorporated was founded by J.C. Thompson in 1927 as the Southland Ice Company in Dallas, Texas. It is a Japanese-owned American international chain of convenience stores. In Malaysia, 7-Eleven stores are owned by 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad through its subsidiary 7-Eleven Malaysia Sdn Berhad. It was incorporated on 4 June 1984 by the Berjaya Group Berhad, and the first store was opened in October 1984 in Jalan Bukit Bintang, Kuala Lumpur. 7-Eleven Malaysia has made its mark in the retailing scene and has been prominent icon for over 28 years. Besides that, 7-Eleven Malaysia have been operate 2,240 stores nationwide, which is serving over 9,000 customers daily. Actually, 7-Eleven Malaysia is the largest convenience store chain among other countries. Their vision is want to be the best retailer of convenience, and the mission is to consistently serve the changing needs of customers for their convenience. 7-Eleven provide their customers with various of product and services. Since 7-Eleven is one of the convenience store, so there are many types of product that they sell, including bakery, fresh food, hot beverage, and Slurpee. For the services, they provide their customer with touch and go reload, mobile reload, photocopy, fax, ATM, and other services. The special about 7-Eleven is open 24 hours since they are the pioneer and the biggest convenience store operator in Malaysia. It can be found even in suburban residential compounds throughout Malaysia, from petrol station and LRT station to shopping mall and medical institution. It is because 7-Eleven is always there for you.
Good evening. My name is Nur Irdina, your reporter for 7-Eleven buying and selling price from the 27th of May 2019 to the 31st of May 2019. The selling and buying price of 7-Eleven shares remain constant from the 27th May to the 29th at RM1.49 and RM1.48 respectively, while both selling and buying price for the company shares increases to RM1.5 and RM1.49 on the 30th respectively. The company shares shows a drastic change for the selling and buying price on the 31st May, where it increases to RM1.54 and RM1.53 respectively. Next, I will brief about the closing price and the percent change for 7-Eleven market share. The percent change from 28th May and 29th May remain unchanged at 0%, as the closing price from 27th May to 29th May is the same. at RM 1.49. On 30th May, the percent change increases 4.768% as the closing price for the market increases to RM 1.56 on the 30th from RM 1.49 on the 29th. However, on 31st May, the percent change dropped to negative 0.641% as the closing price dropped from RM 1.46 on 30th May to RM 1.55 on the next day. Next, we will go to the percent change year-to-end date and the closing value at the start of the year for 7-Eleven. The comparison is made between the year 2018 and 2019. For the first 3 days, the 27th to 29th May of 2019 and 2018, the percent change of the closing value is the same at 9.54%. That shows the closing price for 2019 is higher than in 2018. However, the percent change for the 30th May 2018 and 2019 went up to 10.247% because the closing value for 2019 increased drastically. Lastly, on the 31st May, the percent change went down a bit to 9.54% as the closing value for the year 2019 only increases by RM 0.32. That's all from me. I'm Nur Razlin. Have a good weekend and thank you for tuning in BBC World News.